I was recently asked, how can people who don't know this organization and what we're doing here, how can they trust us? Nowadays there's so many people out there that are scamming customers in the name of saving the environment. And I think the best way for me to answer that is to actually just look at our track record of how much we've actually done with how little money that we've had. Also, the fact that, I haven't taken any compensation as the executive director of this program for 7 years. And I'm absolutely committed to finding solutions to some of the biggest problems facing our marine environment. Will is not enough. Because a lot of times people with good intentions, they say that the road to hell is lined with good intentions. People trying their best, but then they don't have the skill, or they don't have the patience, or they don't have the persistence to succeed. And after 6 years and unbelievable challenges, we have succeeded in many, many things. The biodiversity here is much, much higher than what you would find in a terrestrial environment as in the Amazon. So it makes me really sad when I see entire ecosystems being wiped out by destructive fishing techniques. So I decided to create the Coral Triangle Conservancy, which is a non-profit philanthropic venture based here in the Philippines. And we began by identifying locations to set up no-take marine protected areas and developing activities that are net positive to the ecosystem. One of our projects that's getting the most attention now is here in Palawan, on the north coast of Busuanga. We are working with the local Tagbanwa people to set up a no-take marine sanctuary. It will be a coral reef nursery. It will be an ecotourism location. And we're building some small infrastructure here that's very low environmental footprint that generates the cash flow to pay for the salaries and the operating costs of running the program. I mean, as an outsider, whether you're Filipino or a foreigner, coming into their community, if you're foreseen as lecturing them on how irresponsible they're being, then you're not going to get anywhere here. It's really got to be sitting down with them and having a two-way conversation to understand their needs and their fears and their challenges in living in this remote location, and then align your programs with their desires as well. Because without the support of the local people here, a very small percentage chance that the program will be successful.
My name is Gerald Vergara. I'm the one of owner of this place. We start here in, I think, 6 years ago, and I living here in this place. Little by little we collect all garbage in the beach. That's from the village, from the resort, the other resort, from the boat to manage of the tourism activities from China and Taiwan. So the plan is create the marine protected area for helping on the environment.
Do it because no other jobs. They do it because maybe someone they tell them, ask them to work with them. It's like sad for them, for the people, and for the environment, because it's not no connected in the nature.
A pressure about the fishermen because overfishing and illegal activity here. The fishes come back and corals is getting growing. The community is open for the helping it and the other people to create the marine protected area.
And if the hard thing is coming up where everybody wins, the local people win, the environment wins, the investors win, the employees win, it's really hard to come up with that. And we think we have a couple ideas that have a lot of potential. So we're finding that if we could run for-profit businesses and use the free cash flow to actually pay for all the money that we normally would have gotten through grants, that's a much better option for us.
Ce qui est exceptionnel, c'est d'arriver comme ça sur une plage, une île où tout semble parfait au premier abord, et quand on commence à creuser un petit peu, tu te rends compte vite des petits problèmes actuels, notamment la pollution plastique qui est maintenant présente à échelle globale, même sur les îles les plus reculées du globe. Et ça fait vraiment prendre conscience des enjeux et de toutes les actions à mener derrière pour sensibiliser et essayer de réduire vraiment notre impact sur cet environnement.
Il y a peut-être 2-3 km de cordes. Je prends un bateau, des filets, des grosses, des petites. Tout enroulé autour des racines, autour du sable, autour des filets avec les hameçons. Ça fait 2 jours qu'on est dessus. Je sais pas si on a fait la moitié.
À première vue comme ça, l'eau semble calme, elle est super belle et super bleue, mais quand vraiment on commence à s'intéresser à ce qu'il y a au fond, on se rend compte qu'il n'y a plus forcément beaucoup de vie. Et c'est malheureux parce qu'au final c'est la ressource qui permet de faire vivre toutes ces îles et toutes ces personnes qui habitent aux alentours.
This camp's about recycling and upcycling and reusing things that are discarded. And it's a win-win for us right now because we're removing all of this petroleum product plastic from the beach environment, and we're not having to go out and buy new rope to do all these other projects.
Les impressions sont, c'est juste ouf quoi. Le mec il arrive, il vit son truc à fond, et là juste la discussion qu'on vient d'avoir ensemble en me disant mais putain je me sens seul par moments il y a des moments où je me sens seul dans mes activités, dans ce que je fais, et le fait que vous soyez là les gars c'est juste génial quoi. Et voilà, rien que le relationnel qu'on a eu avec ce mec là en peu de temps, je lui disais tout à l'heure, je lui dis quand est-ce que tu veux qu'on revienne, quand est-ce que tu veux qu'on vienne te donner un coup de main, parce que ça mérite qu'on revienne donner un coup de main quoi. Et depuis 5 jours on a rencontré personne quoi, on est les seuls sur cette île, comme on a fait aujourd'hui là, prendre le bateau, explorer des îles que personne n'a surfé avant. Enfin, je vais rentrer en France, je vais raconter ça à mes potes, mais rien que pour ça, je pense que l'expérience est ouf quoi. Jamais personne ne me croira quoi.